Hello everybody, we just discussed about the basic concepts of chemistry and this video is just a quick revision of whatever we have covered so far. Fine. First up we started with what is matter, the states of matter and the nature of matter, right? Matter is nothing but something that has mass and occupies space, and matter has three different states, that is solid, liquid and gases, and all these three states are interconvertible. And in solids, the particles are held very tight and they do not have the freedom for the movement. And in liquids, the particles are close to each other and there is little freedom for the movement of the particles. And in gases, the particles are spread wide apart and they can move easily and freely. Next, we discuss about the classification of matter. Matter has been classified into pure substance and mixture. Further, pure substances are classified as elements and compounds depending upon the type of atoms present in them. Like elements have only one type of atoms present in them, compounds have two or more different particles of the elements present in them. And mixtures have been divided as homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures are those in which the components mix completely evenly and there is a uniform distribution of the components throughout. And then heterogeneous mixtures are the mixtures where the distribution is not uniform throughout and can be separated by physical methods. Next, we discuss about the properties of matter and their measurements. Matter has two different properties, that is physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties do not require any chemical change for the measurement, and these include odor, color, boiling point, melting point and density, etc. Chemical properties require the change in the chemical identity of the component to measure, and those are combustibility, acidity, basicity, etc. And the measurement of physical properties, the International System of Units have given few SI units for the measurement of base physical quantities. Like for length, the unit is meter, for mass it is kilogram, for time it is second, for electric current it's ampere, for temperature it's Kelvin, for amount of substance it's mole, and for luminous intensity it's candela. Next, mass is nothing but the amount of matter present in the substance, while weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. Next, volume is the amount of space occupied by the substance and the SI unit is meter cube. And density is the density of a substance is the amount of mass per unit volume. Hence, density is nothing but mass by volume, and the SI unit will be kg per meter cube. Temperature has three different scales, whereas Kelvin is the accepted scale, and all these three different scales are interconvertible. That is, degree Fahrenheit is nothing but 9 by 5 degree centigrade plus 32, and Kelvin is nothing but degree centigrade plus 273.15. Next, laws of chemical combinations. We discussed about 5 different laws governing the chemical combinations, and the first one is law of conservation of mass, which states that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Next is the law of definite proportions, which means a given compound always contains exactly the same proportion of elements by weight. And next is the law of multiple proportion, which states that when two elements combine together to form more than one compound, what they do is the mass of one element combines with the fixed mass of other elements in the simple whole number ratio. And next is the Gay-Lussac's law of equal volume, which states that when gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in simple whole number ratios by volume, provided all gases are at the same temperature and pressure. And next is Avogadro's law, which states that equal volume of gases at same temperature and pressure should contain equal number of molecules. Next is Dalton's atomic theory. Dalton proposed that matter consists of indivisible atoms and all atoms of a given element have identical properties including identical mass, and different elements have different masses, and the compounds are formed when atoms of different element combine in some fixed ratio. And chemical reactions involve reorganization of atoms, and these are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Next, we discuss about atomic and molecular masses. Atomic mass is nothing but the mass of one atom, and one atomic mass unit is defined as mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 isotope, which is nothing but 1.66 into 10 power minus 24 gram. Next is the average atomic mass, which is nothing but which comes into picture when we talk about isotopes, and is nothing but the relative abundance of each isotope into the atomic mass of each isotope, and then you sum up the entire thing to get the average atomic mass. Next is the molecular mass. Molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of elements present in a molecule. Next is the formula mass. Formula mass is nothing but sum of atomic weights of atoms present in a molecule. Mole concept and molar masses. 1 mole is nothing but 6.022 into 10 power 23 elementary particles, which is called the Avogadro number when you express it in terms of mole inverse, and mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams is called the molar mass. Next is the percentage composition. Mass percent of an element is nothing but mass of the element present in the compound divided by the molar mass of the entire compound into 100. Next is the empirical formula. Empirical formula represents the simple whole number ratio of various atoms present in the compound. That is, now we know that mass, moles and number of molecules all are kind of interrelated. Like if you know mass, you can find the number of moles and number of molecules. Next is the concentration terms. We discussed about 4 different concentration terms. First up, mass percent. Mass percent is the mass of solute by the mass of solution into 100. And mole fraction. Mole fraction is the number of moles of the particular component divided by the number of moles of the solution. Next is molarity. Molarity is the number of moles of solute by volume of the solution in liters. Next is molality. Molality is nothing but number of moles of solute by mass of the solvent in kg. Now I am assuming that the entire concept has been clear to you. Thank you for watching.